Hey fam, let's talk. You ever make a whole plan, hand it to God, and then get mad when he doesn't follow it? Yeah, let's go there. We're in Genesis 16. Sarai was promised a child, but years passed and her womb was still saying not today. So instead of waiting on God, she did what some of us do too well. She put a plan together and tried to bless it herself. She told her husband Abram, "Take my servant Hagar, sleep with her, and maybe I can build a family through her." Now pause. That sentence is chaotic. She said, "Maybe I can build not God, not his will, not his timing, her plan, her way, her agenda." Sarai was out here doing PR for God like he was running late. Sis took one divine promise and turned it into a DIY project with lifetime consequences. And look, I get it. Waiting is hard, especially when God's quiet. You pray, you fast, you journal, you speak in tongues, and open your Bible to a random page hoping it says, "Tomorrow it's happening." But it doesn't. And so you start thinking, well, maybe if I just tweak this, slide that text, take this job, date this one dude, I know I shouldn't, but he goes to church sometimes, so technically. We start pushing our agenda, dressing it up in Christian language. We say it's faith, but really it's panic in a prayer shawl. Sarai meant well, but good intentions don't cancel bad direction. The truth? You can be in love with God's promise and still cheat on his process. Let me say that again for the saints in the back. You can love God's plan and still sabotage it with your impatience. Because the moment Sarai saw Hagar pregnant, she snapped, got bitter, jealous, angry. But fam, that was her idea. She launched the plan and then couldn't live with the outcome. Sound familiar? Some of us are mad at God over stuff we created. We're in relationships we forced, careers we never prayed over, life paths we mapped out in our notes app and called purpose. And now we're looking around like, "God, why is this so messy?" And he's like, "Because I wasn't in it." Let this be your gentle rebuke wrapped in love. Stop pushing your plan and calling it faith. Faith waits. Faith trusts. Faith doesn't manipulate outcomes to avoid disappointment. If Sarai had waited, God still would have come through. Because the promise was never about her timeline, it was about his faithfulness. So today, I want you to ask yourself, am I pursuing what God said, or am I just trying to feel better while I wait? Am I stepping in because I don't trust him to step through? You don't have to force what God already promised. Listen, God doesn't need your backup plan. He's not up in heaven like, "Wow, I had no idea she was going to send that Hagar idea in. Genius." Nah, he's patient, and you can be too. So breathe, delete the backup plan, take your hands off the wheel, and remind your soul, if God said it, he can handle it.